Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. My voice, if you heard my commentary with the simulation of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, you know my voice is terrible. Absolutely terrible, I should say. Night 2, definitely not better than night 1. I hate to say it, I knew the women's showcase wasn't going to be better than the men's. I mean, it was decent, I guess, at best. But Wrestlemania Night 2 started when we had the Intercontinental Championship triple threat with Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew. So, night 1 better than night 2. I don't know how much or anything, but it was better than night 2 by a good stretch. If I rated night 2, I rated night 1 at 8.5, and that's, for me, rating it that high is big for me. Night 2 for the entire show was probably a 7. If we only had not the first 2 matches, but Intercontinental down, this would have been a 9, probably. But let's talk about the first main thing. Normally I go match to match, but I'm not going to do that. Let's talk about it. Roman Reigns ends the story of Cody Rhodes here tonight. Might not end the story for the future, but he ended a chapter of the story tonight. And a lot of people do not like it. It's fine. You can like it. If you don't, cool. But here's the thing. How much has Cody really struggled with this story? Like, how much of a struggle has he had? Minus the injury, the struggle has not really been there. Bloodline never attacked him. Nothing that much. So this is a part of the struggle. And a lot of people don't like it. I understand it. But him losing the big one is the story here. And the struggle. You have him keep on climbing and fighting back to trying to get it. Cody will be the man that beats Roman Reigns. That's Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, who knows? But even Triple H on the post-show, someone asked him a question about, Cody is probably the biggest babyface you've seen since Cena, which is correct. Said, how do you do that with your booking decision? We don't think the story's over yet. So he wants to continue it and everything. He didn't say that outright, but that's basically what he said. He said it without saying it. People don't like this. Personally, I wanted Cody to win. Am I mad Roman won? No, I'm not. I'm really not. I know I'm wearing a Roman shirt, but that don't mean anything. I could be wearing a Cody Rhodes shirt and I'd be saying the same thing. I'm not mad about this at all. It sucks, yes, because of the image that is on my thumbnail on this live. But this is going to make for a beautiful beautiful damn win when Cody Rhodes finally beats Roman Reigns. That's all I'm going to say about it for now. Brock Lesnar and Almost started off the show. Thank God we got this match and the next match out of the way as quick as possible. Almost dominated this match, literally, and Brock, German, Almost reverse. Brock reversed something with Almost, F5, boom. You don't have to go back and watch this match, folks. You don't. Unless you just like big men and everything. Unless you just like big men and watching big men from wrestling and all that. Women's showcase match. This was for Ronda Rousey to be on Wrestlemania. Can't tell me anything otherwise than that. All these other women was putting, moves out there, showcasing their stuff. Ronda Rousey comes in, armbar, boom, and they win. I'm going to just say this, and I hate it for the other women that was in this and then saw Ronda do that. I don't even want to get started on Ronda Rousey. I don't. Because she didn't book the match. She didn't book this match. But, dear God, this was terrible. I thank God that Triple H was like, you know what? I really thank him that he did Brock and Almost and then the women's showcase. First two matches. Then we got to start off night 2 officially with the Intercontinental Championship match. Either that match or Roman and Cody is the match of the night for me. And I'm going to be honest, we said it a long time ago before Elimination Chamber, me and Felix. And I said this on the podcast. And I think he agreed with me and stuff like that. I said there was going to be at least 3 to 4 Match of the Year candidates on this WrestleMania card. And there is. You got Seth, Logan. You got Rhea and Charlotte. You got KO, Sammy versus the Usos. You got the Intercontinental Championship match. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got Roman and Cody. That's 5 matches. 5 of them. And you got good matches in, the showcase, the men's showcase. Theory and Cena was still a decent match. And Dom and Ray. So, 5 matches on this, not 1 and 2, could be Match of the Year candidates when you're looking back at it. Really. But not 1 was better than not 2. But Intercontinental Championship match, dear God. Chop after chop. Sheamus did how many beats? 27 to Drew? 27. Or 28. This match was brutal as hell. And it was amazing. It was freaking amazing. This match was very, really good. And just great, man. Towards the end, we had Drew do the Claymore, get a 2 count, bro kick, 2 count. Towards the end, they're fighting, and Gunther does a big dive off the top rope onto them, and then does There's a power bomb on Drew on the Sheamus, and then bam, power bomb to Drew just overall. Power bomb not on the Sheamus. 1, 2, 3, and Gunther retains. Notice he did not pin Sheamus in here. I'm telling you, SummerSlam weekend, Sheamus is taking the title off of Gunther. They're having Sheamus, Gunther 3, and that's what's going to happen. Look, I know a lot of people was rooting for him, but not everything has to be a WrestleMania moment. Not everything. Bianca, Asuka. This was a very solid women's match as well. But this is the first ending I was like, this ain't it. I'll be honest, it'll be the only one I will really argue about. You got Asuka go on this rampage and everything. And I mean, like, absolutely going through people and all that on the road to Bianca. And I get it. Bianca is an amazing talent. But why is Asuka losing here? Where do they go with Bianca from here? Where do they go from Asuka? I get Triple H is very good with storytelling. We all know that. But this call right here, not a good call. Asuka should have won. But it did not rival Rhea and Charlotte. I hate to say it, Bianca and Asuka, it was still very solid, but compared to what Rhea and Charlotte did, doesn't even compare to it, man. I'll just mention it quick. We have Shane McMahon come out. The greatest, the best wrestler in the world, remember. And he's facing off against The Miz again. And The Miz is having this. Literally less than a minute in, Triple H even said he tore his quad. So, like father, like son. Son like father. However you want to say it. Shane literally tears the quad just like Vince. You can't make this stuff up. So we ain't even going to talk about that. Referee Jessica Carr did a great job of improvising and having Snoop in there and telling him to do the people's elbow. Great stuff right there. With her, on the switch and calling like that. Appreciate anyone that came in here. Greatly appreciate it. You can tell if you've never seen me, my voice is never like this, but allergies has kicked my ass the last few days. Then we had Edge and Finn, Hell in a Cell. Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I don't like how they stopped the match. But in these day and ages, you got to make sure they're protected and make sure they're all right. But shout out to the person at ringside, because supposedly she cleaned that up, put staples in Finn so he wouldn't be bleeding that bad. So on the spot like that and at least decently, a good speed, shout out to her for doing that. This was a pretty decent match as well. I love their Extreme Rules match, I Quit match better than the Hell in a Cell, but it was still good. This was still good. I do agree that Finn should have won, but I'm not going to argue it. I'm not going to argue Edge winning here. And then we already talked about the main event, Roman and Cody. But, I mean, the story of Cody Rhodes from here on out is going to be so key. Tomorrow night on Raw is going to be so key. Triple H, boy, he better have a big time thing for Cody going on to make sure that him and Roman and their second match is going to be bigger than WrestleMania, which is going to be hard, but we'll see if he can do it. So that's all I got to say, because I already talked about Roman ending Cody Rhodes' story. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button for me. If you're watching on demand, comment down below what you thought of WrestleMania overall. If I want to give WrestleMania, I got 8.57. So I say overall it was at 7.8. That'd be halfway about. Semi-halfway. 7.8, not bad for both nights. If Night 2 had a couple more matches better, maybe storylines better, I'd probably like it more. So that's it. Hope you guys have a great one. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Peace out, y'all. Have a great night.